I thought we were in pre-show, folks. You can still hear us right now. I thought we were in pre-show. I thought we were in hype mode, but we're getting some things set up to break all the rules. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
That's right. Good afternoon. Okay, I'm going to go into my silence mode as I keep this setup going. We're almost ready. Backspace, you are first over on YouTube.com, but Mr. Winning247 beat you over there on Twitch.tv. Pretty soon, we're gonna get into it. Hello, Benz. Hello.
Oh yeah.
Okay, 1 second. We're in the pre-show. We're almost ready to go. But we'll get with it in just 1 second. I'm gonna break all the rules for you guys today.
Oh my goodness. Now we're rolling into it. We're getting some music going here. Okay.
Well, now you can hear me. That's right. So, good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. Welcome to the Good Morning, Afternoon, Evening show here at the Sandbox Game. If you're watching live with us over on YouTube, Facebook, Theta, D Live, Twitch.tv, or on Twitter.com/TheSandboxGame, good morning over in Singapore. Good morning in Beijing right now. Good morning in Jakarta, Indonesia. Good morning, people in India right now. Good evening for those of you joining in Boise, Idaho. Good morning to the Midwest Cyber Phoenix Studios in the chat. Good morning. It's afternoon, it's evening for you, but nonetheless, we're having fun here today, and we're breaking all the rules. All right.
Oh,
you guys have been asking me constantly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You've been asking constantly, Okay, so first of all, I guess I should just elephant in the room right here. Joining me live here on the show for the first time. This is an upcoming, not currently onboarded, but will be soon. Ambassador that's joining me. I've known them for a while via some connections. They often serve as a moderator and the wonderful face that has joined me on some live streams on my personal channel. Rad Condad here. You may have seen him in the chat. Is on the other side of the screen. How's it going, Conrad? How are you?
Oh, doing wonderful. You know how it is.
Just chilling, just vibing. So Conrad's here because of a couple of things. First, A couple of weeks ago, there were some incidents in the chat that persisted over different chats, over different days. Not so savory stuff going on. What you have on your screen right now, you guys can actually see the chats from all of our live streams that happen concurrently. So this is the same feed that I would normally see on one of my screens here. When I look down and to my right, this is the screen that I see. And this is the interpretation that you could use if you were a live streamer to inject this into the stream directly. I just happen to have it up on a screen so I can pull it out of the way at any given time. But today, rather than do what we normally do, which is to play test your games, I thought that I would get us hype and get us ready for what is the upcoming Alpha Season 2. And to the extent that I am allowed, I will reveal new and relevant information about the upcoming Alpha Season 2. Because we are just about a week away, Conrad, from Alpha Season 2's announcement and the full details that go there. But
right,
yes, Mr. Winning247 is asking how to spell your name.
Incredibly hype over here. I'm pretty certain he's got it there. So however you want to spell it, I'm all right with that. I'm not going to be picky today. Don't worry. I'm not official. Don't forget.
It's true. It's true.
But
it's
the
true.
hype coming up here for Season 2 and the spoilers we have upcoming. I'm not sure that you should
I gotta be honest with you. I'm just pushing.
Doing this. I think
no,
we should go
you're
back
right.
to the regular
You're right. I probably should
program,
not be doing
right?
this, folks. Full disclosure, for those in the chat.
I mean, for my first time here on the show, we're already breaking rules. Like
pushing P.
Joseph.
Sandy Coffee knows. We're pushing P out here. Okay. Pushing P. Deal with it. You know what I mean? Rock 808 says, gonna get fired. Nah.
Well, that's the thing is, I guess I can't get fired quite yet.
Yeah, so. There you go. You're not even fully on board as an ambassador yet. How are you gonna get fired? You know what I mean? It's fine.
We'll use this as a positive experience here.
That's right. So we're gonna vibe in the chat. Once again, as I'm kind of bringing these things to light, I'd like for you to understand some of the features that are upcoming in not just the alpha, but some features and functions that I know are in upcoming software updates, because I see it a lot. I see it on the Twitter, I see it in the chat, I see it in the Discord, where people are like, man, if this was just there, everything would be so much better. And I have to say all the time, coming soon, coming soon. Let's
no final answers.
Break some rules. Yes, no final answers. Well, let's finalize a little answers. Let's finalize a little answers, okay? Let's finalize a little answers. First of all, social contests. You guys want to know how you can get an Alpha Season Pass for Alpha Season 2. Social contests will continue.
Of course.
Social contests. I got a list of social contests.
Just wait.
Let's see.
You guys don't have it yet.
Social media. Yeah. Okay. I can't reveal any dates, but here's the thing: we're gonna have a social contest that that occurs starting in the early portion of March, and goes through March 24th. So I'm not going to tell you when it starts because I don't want to, we can't go all the way.
No dates, but an exact date. Is that what we're saying right now?
The social content. I mean, that's not the end. I'll tell you, that's not the end of the Alpha season.
I'm just teasing you a little bit.
Yeah, that's right, Conrad. See, Conrad's going to bat for all of you folks here in the chat. Conrad's swinging for the fences for all you people in chat. He's like, come on, bro.
We want the details.
Give the beats, right? Yeah. So these include similar contests to those that were done during Alpha Season 1. So if you weren't here during Alpha Season 1, just know that relatively speaking, they're listed as like when I'm looking at the first 7 events, they're listed as easy contest entries. So pretty easy, right? I mean, those were in the past, you know, like we had one that was like take a picture with the Snoop statue, right? Or, you know, dance with Snoop Dogg over here, or you know, do that kind of thing.
All
right?
the selfie ones.
Yeah, exactly. Take a selfie.
Those are great.
In the chat, right? And of course, yeah. So you know, you can look forward to more of those types of contests, but those won't be the only types of contests in the upcoming season. Also, we have where is it? Because I don't want to reveal anything without also being accurate.
I mean, I imagine we're gonna have lots of extra little giveaways where if I can, you know, pardon my French here, my first day, but I can't quite get fired, as you said, kicking your ass in some parkour games and giving away some things to the chat.
Okay, folks. See, this is how you know. This is how you know this man's doing his research, all right? This guy's doing his research out here. He's talking about parkour games like I can play them, which, you know, we all know I'm not the king of parkour out here, but that's all right. That's not what I'm about, okay? And of course you're going to speed run past me. But let's see. Localization. Dashboard is being updated with some localization. Game client. Game client. Spoiler. Game client. This is a big one. A couple people in the chat use Mac, I guess. A couple people in the chat use a Macintosh.
I mean, clearly they've got more than 2, right?
So for the game
there's some
client,
passion there.
Game client in the upcoming season, a Mac build, is confirmed. I'll confirm that right now. That's fresh, relevant, huge information. People are asking it all the time. Let's see here. We have been doing a significant number of play tests and stress tests. A stress test was performed, and this is no guarantee. This is no guarantee. I believe this is accurate. Dates. I'm fairly sure this happened on the 3rd of February, but a stress test was performed for 1,000 users at once. In an instance. So now the results of that, where that goes, not quite sure. But in terms of scalability, working on it, right? We've been talking about that for a long time. People ask all the time, well, how many people can go in an instance? And we talked about 40 during the first alpha. We incidentally stress tested because Lucas came online and just flicked the switch, and there was about 100 people in an instance, and it was pretty rough, right? But we stress tested for 1,000.
We got a good, 130 on that duck at one point, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yes,
it had to have happened.
Yeah, yeah, because everything was unlocked, and you can go anywhere.
Right.
So now, caveat, that does not mean 1,000 people will be in your instance, but it does mean that we're continuing to work to push the limits and get, because it's got to be a high quality experience. And once again, look at that long-term target of, can we get the mobile user, a good experience at the same time? So looking, and you'll probably see some of that. You may still see the limitation at the 40 mark, in the upcoming alpha, but you may also see probably more of those tests happening live with live players, just to see what's going on.
I'm so hyped for this season 2 though. If we can get some real progress going as far as what these servers can do, oh man. We really saw it in Alpha 1, so I'm excited to see where we can go here, because I don't know about the rest of you guys in the chat, but I'm kind of invested. So let's keep it going. Also, how's it going, Touche? We got the fun guy King over here. I'll call him Daddy at one point or another, but don't
Oh,
worry
that's
about
true.
that.
We
That's
did
a whole
we did call
different
him Daddy
inside
on the
joke.
live stream for all the high quality
Yeah.
contributions. Yes. Let's see here. I'm gonna get to some other things here. QA reported a total amount of 62 issues across all branches for bug reports and was able to fix a total amount of 70 issues across all branches. So that's good. That's really good because we're working towards the 0.70 update, right? And we want to make sure that we have good, high quality software coming out. So that's been really good. 45 issues have been closed as fixed on the main branch of 0.70 update as of this week. Really good stuff. Let's see. We have game. Can I release that one? Yeah, I won't say who it is. Some of the content from the Game Maker Fund is in the upcoming alpha.
Okay.
So
I mean, do you got any hints for us?
No. But because
zero?
there's no hints, there's just giving it all away. Unfortunately.
Okay. All right.
Unfortunately, so we already know what we know already based on Alpha Season 1 was that we had enough experiences to go roughly for 20, 30 days throughout Alpha Season 1. And then we had now, because of the last game jam that just closed and we did the announcement together, some of those experiences will make it into the upcoming alpha. And then we know now that Game Maker Fund experiences to a certain extent are going to make it into the upcoming alpha. So the list of experiences that are available to you, the viewer, right now are going to be significantly more. There's just more options, more things to do, more things releasing on that regular schedule. We'll still do a release rollout for those wondering, or maybe it's your first time. We'll do a slow rollout of the content, meaning on day 1, there's going to just be a certain number of experiences. And then on day 2 and 3 and 4, there will be new contents available to you. I'm pretty sure I think that's something that I could probably tell you. Let me see if I can pull when the dates are. Release schedule. Here we go. I can't pull the actual date. I'm not going to pull that date. But nonetheless.
Okay, but there's like a 3 involved, right?
I'm sorry, what? What do you mean a 3?
I mean, in the date somewhere there. If I can speculate.
Yeah, so that's not really going to work out for me, dog. Like the season release. So the thing about giving the date that doesn't work is, let's say that we're like right on the line of, like we talk about the announcement, until it's done, until the product is done. And this is a core principle for me personally, like that bothers me a lot, is if a person says like it's gonna happen tomorrow, and then they're like, it gets to tomorrow and they're like, oh wait, I actually can't, like, see you next week or whatever, right? That sucks for you, for the viewer, for me, the consumer, right? I want to get my hands on it. So
we're getting the most vague scoop ever. That
I mean,
that's what
kind of. Well, what I'm saying, I'm going to actually tell you that on the first day that the alpha opens, there are 3 experiences that are opening. And last time that was not the case. On the second day,
no, there was only the single, right?
Right. And the second day,
we just had dungeon.
There's 2 more, at least 2 more.
And we're gonna have more content available to users that don't have Alpha Pass, right? Is that what you're kind of alluding at here?
Yeah. Well, one thing that's core, Conrad, is that the Alpha Pass is not necessary to play all of the content in this upcoming season. Right, and we've talked about it here on the show a couple of times, but you can actually play everything.
Segue into that? Go on. What were you saying? We can play everything involved in this next season?
Yes. So when I'm saying there's 3 experiences that come out on day 1, I'm saying you don't need a pass, right? Just play. Just play, and have fun, and do it all, right? You can be involved in all the social contests. You can be involved in everything. and do it without a pass. The thing that the pass will allow you to do is earn from the play. But it's happening in a new and a different way as well in the upcoming season. So you're going to like that. That I won't share yet because quite honestly, like I understand the basics of that, but the back end stuff that everybody will be like, how does this work? I still have to do more research and understand on. And I think Alex knows that a lot better than I do. So, you know, we'll be in chats in the near future.
Very near future.
Yes. So, lay-ins. When I say Alpha Pass, I do mean Alpha Season 2. It is a different NFT.
Season 2 Pass. Yes.
Yes, it is. It is a lot different. So, let's see. And then the second week, currently, 9 experiences release. 9 more on top of,
on top of the previous 9.
Yeah. So, loads of stuff, more content, more going out into the multiple weeks that I haven't mentioned, but I'm going to leave something to the imagination for that. So those people who are chatting right now, I'm seeing a lot of hype. I'm seeing a lot of happiness. Do we have questions?
Hype. There's a lot of things going on in this chat. The most curious one is if you go over here at Twitter here on Twitch, through Twitch, you can see that there is now a Conrad POAP now.
Wow.
So that's a thing.
Wow.
It's already begun.
POAP.
I appreciate all the love, guys. POAP. What's up? We're getting it done.
Do it.
It's mostly just about whether or not that Alpha Pass is going to still have use from the last season, and whether or not to get into this next one to get some earn. It is going to require Alpha Pass Season 2, so you are going to need the number 2 in there.
Yeah, so
if you are holding on to certain things from a previous season still, like myself, I don't know about you, but I still feel hyped and ready to go.
Yes. I mean, there's good reason to be excited about keeping the Season 1 pass. For me, personally, like, first of all, it's significant. It's a sign that you were there when it all started, right? Like, and to a certain extent, there have been land sales before, but we're really just starting to get into what the sandbox really is, what it can really be, right? And so the Alpha Pass Season 1 is good in that way, but it's good in other ways that will be announced in the upcoming article that releases in about a week from now. So you'll have lots of cool information, lots of deep dives, and you'll start to see some of the long-term utility to that first pass as it continues to have value. Now, the second pass, like you said, Conrad, you need to hold that long enough. You'll receive the Alpha Pass, and that will be your key to unlock, if you win one, your sand reward. And the sand reward is dynamic this time too, which is interesting. So I think that people are going to, in terms of the long-term health of the ecosystem, in terms of getting people to understand kind of what the long value of sand is, I think that the plan that's out here for Season 2 and the way that we're distributing that is going to be really, really cool, really fun. And I think that the community will enjoy it overall. So let me see if I can find some more. Let me see if I can find some more stuff. What do you think about that? What do you think?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, hey,
yeah. I mean, other than just saying,
yes.
Naturally, we're gonna kill our Elgato for just a second.
Yeah.
But otherwise, just saying hello to people inside the chat. We got Pups Culture over there on YouTube. Unfortunately, I can't see you, Facebook folks. So it's just gonna be through the chat that is behind me here. And this wonderful green screen life that just showed back up. So thank you so much for fixing that, Joe.
Hey, no problem.
Otherwise, everybody on Twitch too, we're talking about that staking, the hodl power, all of that wonderful Alpha 1 going into Alpha 2.
I need to do something. How do I do this without sharing all the secret sauce? Man, guys, folks, friends. I have an idea.
Usually that's what we call. Yeah.
But I don't know how to share it. I want to show you what the Alpha Season 2 pass looks like.
Oh, you have one?
I don't have one. I don't get one until they're minted, right? Like everybody else.
Right. But you have like a picture of it.
But I have the sample, and I can show you now. I mean, I don't think this is
for
probably
everybody. Everybody that's just joining in, that's tuning in with us here, no matter where you're at. I'm just like yourselves currently.
Okay.
I'm an audience member. I know nothing Joe is going over with us right now. I'm all sorts of enthralled by this news.
So I'm looking at this Alpha Pass, right? And to a certain extent, I have to actually like hide stuff.
Okay.
Because
I'm still just excited.
There's like secrets on the pass itself that like
all right dead giveaways.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna save a copy of this, and then I'm going to
just Photoshop a beard onto it.
I'm gonna put it on Imager, I think,
and just get it in there.
I'm gonna just add a new post on Imager. I'm gonna just let the world know real quick. Okay, where did it even save to? Where did this just save to?
Just go into the ether.
Sorry. Okay, save as. It's in my picture. Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
I mean, you could just show us.
I could have prepared this ahead of time, but I'm just like literally I'm pulling up emails and I'm just getting information out to you to the extent that I think I can push it without getting in trouble.
Look. If you were to
just
show us the whole thing, we promise we won't look at the part we're not supposed to.
Oh, that's how that's gonna work. Okay, chat.
Yeah, right.
Chat over on YouTube.com, on Twitch.tv, and on Facebook. I have shared a preview.
What is this? What are we looking at?
And I'm gonna click it. It. Can I click it? Is it gonna work?
Oh, okay. All right. I see what you scribbled out there.
All right, gamer. All right, gamer.
I've got enough hints to know some things.
All right, gamer. Okay, so here's the sauce. Here's the secrets. Look at this Alpha Pass. Isn't it cute?
I'm looking at it.
Isn't this thing cute?
Are we gonna have some glowing effects this time around too? Are we gonna be able to spin this around?
I mean, yeah. So it's the same in the same sense that it was before. It's still a full 3D asset. It's an NFT that you can place inside your experiences at Sandbox.game. It has a lot of animation going on. It's really super cool. And yeah, so I think to the extent of things that I can spoil, to the secrets that I can, deliver to you, I'm pushing it. I'm pushing my limits right now.
I'm gonna digress from that back on the animation side of things.
Okay.
From what our wonderful folks that were doing the animation for the previous Alpha Pass, how that little the sand god who's floating there. Can you tell us at all what was going on with those three characters?
I can't, because that's a spoiler.
I'm so curious because it was so dramatic before in the previous.
This is really loud. One second.
The artists they do such a good job. That is incredibly loud, but that's all right. We'll get through it. I'd like to get some faction info, like everybody else in the chat here.
All right, I muted it.
I
muted it so it didn't have to destroy your ears. Sorry about that. Thanks, folks. Factions details in terms of the upcoming Alpha.
So many questions.
I can confirm that factions won't impact the current reward for you for this Alpha. They're not a factor yet. Yet.
So I don't get to support my favorite team yet.
That's right. So, the best team in the world, the Oracles, doesn't have the opportunity to absolutely destroy each and every other team, clearly.
What did
I know that chat's not behind me on that. I know it. I know the chat is not behind me on that. What?
That was some blasphemy.
It's a little aggression.
Yeah.
I got to rep my team, okay? I chose this team blindly, not even ever having seen the Oracles faction space at all.
I've got a team. It might be the Oracles. You don't know. I'm not going to reveal it unless I get part of the teams. That way
this guy's a hero for sure.
I can destroy some folks in the good old-fashioned team wars there that are definitely going to happen.
This guy, Rad Condat, out here in the chat, acting like he's not a hero right now. Just acting.
I'm not giving it away. You gotta wait. Okay.
Not Jackie Chan says the heroes will crush you. All right.
Heroes, they do a good job. All right.
Physiology.
Reed over here.
That's a great question.
Okay, we're all over the place. We got so much excitement on this first this first
we're everywhere
ever reveal of the beard. Okay. Thank you all inside the chat for the wonderful beard love. It is not a requirement to be an ambassador, but
it's ahead. Definitely
Izzy.
Not. I'm pretty sure V Pyre doesn't have a beard. Correct me if I'm wrong, V. I've seen some videos, no beard.
If
you can be an ambassador.
Has a beard, then great job.
Good job.
Good job
growing a beard, V Pyre, I guess.
Like hiding it when you need to. Yeah. We could go on to this subject forever because we can talk in circles. But
Conrad,
back on the subject at hand.
Back on the subject. Physiology says Sandbox, Super Bowl, Snoop, Seb. And I'm going to read it that way, even though I think it's meant to say something else. If you did not know
what all of that was.
Available on appointment right now. And I think that this is for business inquiries only, but nonetheless, the Sandbox is making its presence known in Los Angeles, California, the week leading up to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So, for business inquiries only, I noticed, or I assume that there is an open house that you can go meet up with Arthur Madrid and Sebastian Bourget as the co-owners of the Sandbox game, and they're down there. So I can imagine, if I'm to speculate, that there's probably going to be some interesting business deals that improve the future of the Sandbox game happening in that week. And you already know. Like if that wasn't a 20-hour drive, I'd be there.
It's gonna be hype, right?
Where's this guy? Cody is clean shaven, I think. Maybe he's got there's a little stubble here, maybe.
I believe, yeah.
Can't recall.
I mean, it's a back and forth, but Nightbot over here taunting me with the wombats too. There's so much going on.
Did you get the wombats?
Here. Oof. You know I wanted it. Okay. Okay, but I am in this hodl mindset currently, and we're in a transitional period for lifetimes. That makes it so I can't spend some extra funds that I have on the wombats. Like
I'm laughing here. All right, I'm laughing, Conrad.
I can feel it.
Do you see the title of this game in the middle of the screen right now? I'm having a laugh. It says "Scam Game, give me money."
Oh yeah.
All you gotta do is make great content. All right, make great content. We've had winners. We've had winners winning tens of thousands of dollars making amazing games in game jam competitions. Brian Ross asks a question over on youtube.com. Says, is it true 10,000 Alpha 2 passes to be won? That's correct, Brian Ross. There will be 10,000 Alpha 2 passes distributed in the upcoming Alpha. It's wild. It's wild, right? Because it's twice as many as the first Alpha, and it's like...
Right.
You love to see it. My cat is going nuts in the background.
And people were winning those all the way up until that last day.
Close, yeah.
I remember right.
I think it was a week before moment. There was a cutoff or something like that, like a couple of days. Because we wanted to leave space in order for people to complete the...
Yeah, we still had plenty of time to get it done, is what I mean. Like, we were still winning our rewards right up until that last minute.
Yeah.
Which is super cool.
And I think that's another thing that I guess I can confirm changes, is that it's my understanding at this time Now, I guess the word confirm was a poor choice when I just phrased it like that, but it's my understanding at this time that you're not going to have to go backwards and redo quests. So,
all right.
If you complete the quests during the period when you don't have a pass and you do win a pass, then you'll just still have them done. And you just get to claim the rewards. So it's a nice change in the upcoming alpha, from my understanding. Just mathematically speaking, I'm thinking about when the last pass rewards date is, and that I can't share. So I'm being a little generic here, but I wouldn't imagine that people are going to be able to complete all the quests in the last date time. And the way that the pass changed on the dashboard, meaning website, is very, it's good. It's good in an industry standard kind of way. So it's a good change.
Are we still going to be able to complete the alpha pass, the actual content required within about the same time? Because we got G is us over here saying people were discovering them at the last minute.
Yeah, I mean,
completed it in about 15 minutes. So
some of the quests were like I said, they're labeled as easy, right?
Right.
And those were like those that are just like, hey, go look at that beacon and go, over here and do that, right? I think that those are going to be more than viable, easier kinds of quests to do. And the experiences so part of the dynamic of this is we have some Game Maker fund games in here, which were games that have been developed over months, not days. Not that the other one was developed over days, but nonetheless, you've got, they've been working hard on these experiences for a very long time. So will their quests be able to be done quickly? Maybe not, but
So we're gonna have some girth to our content coming up here. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, there's definitely more substance to the content for sure. Amazing game makers in the TSP.
Quote me on that.
I think Izzyology is laughing because you used the word girth.
Well, it's what I wanted to hear.
We're not gonna have.
I want when it comes to our map and how much content we have. We need more to it, more content.
Yes. Yeah. And I think that's the interesting thing.
We can do it.
You get the Alpha 1 is in a large part it's a technical test. It's a stability test. It's a usability test. There were many adjustments that were made in Alpha Season 1 on the back end that you didn't see, and many that you ended up seeing, like in Alpha 1 when we first started, like there were a huge number of instances and they never closed. And so you just have like instance number 1000, but there's really like 3 people in each, right? And so it was optimization for consolidation and things like that.
Lots of technical stresses from the get-go.
So whereas in season 2 you can start to go, okay, now that we're infrastructure stable, can we expand the way that quests work, or can we get people to interact with each other in different ways, and that sort of thing. So there's lots of good stuff. Chat is blowing up with your inappropriation, Conrad. I'm trying.
I used a descriptive word that made sense to me in the moment, and I back it. I still find that to be an appropriate choice. I don't care what anybody has to say on this matter.
Haters in the chat. Haters in the chat don't like girth.
It's just about getting what we need out of the density here.
Can you not?
There's a lot of things that we can digress and go away from.
Listen, we're trying to be consummate professionals here.
Not Jackie Chan over here.
Folks, while this guy starts running on about girth for like 30 minutes, can I get somebody in the chat to request a gameplay test? Because I'd love to get a chance to play your game right here.
I would love to see a new game. When Wizzy World we got over here on YouTube, but most importantly, not Jackie Chan. Will we be able to display NFTs other places other than other than OpenSea? So Binance.
Yes.
Oh, Solana, NFTs, etc., etc., etc. Tripping over my own words here. Got me thinking about that, chat. How dare you?
Yes,
and also
other network. I'm sorry. Yes, other platforms. Eventually, probably yes, other networks.
Okay.
That said, it has to have some kind of Explorer API that's ubiquitous. The cool thing about the OpenSea API is that it's kind of the definitive one, for better or worse. It's kind of the definitive.
Right.
Pull up. This is what your thing looks like.
It's where we started. It's what we got to do for now.
Right. So Polygon NFTs, right, as D Electronics mentions there, is, that one will be the next natural option because the OpenSea API already has that. Where do you go from there? You could add Solana or Cardano or any number of them, as long as there's some kind of indexer.
Make up all sorts of words, and we can have fun there. But if we look forward onto what these game jams have to offer, and the NFTs that we can pull onto all of these different lands, is it just gonna? It's gonna be up to the decision of the game maker itself, largely.
Yeah, I mean, to a certain extent, this is a different question, Conrad. This is a question of, like, because we're talking about supporting another chain. We're talking about, like, because it's not Ethereum, right? Solana, Cardano.
Talk to me like I'm 5 here, because I'm into the whole thing, but like a lot of us tuning into the Sandbox and a lot of these newer streams, as the excitement gets on, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean,
we're just new.
So if we
got to get to a game while we're chatting about this.
I'm trying to just like run upon one in this short little entry section.
Are you gonna play?
But I haven't got any requests.
Pong?
I have one here, Pong? But I don't know the page. Could you, Orion Corpus? Could you find me that page real quick? I don't have the tool up right now.
Oh yeah.
But GJ Alpha V2 Crisis in the Entridian Empire. I'd like to check that out.
Love some feedback. Oh, that is.
Will Conrad be a playable avatar? I don't think anybody's designed a Conrad. This is a day one DLC you're getting right now.
That default character is pretty much me already.
There it is.
Like, do you see the generic vibe I give off?
129, I think. You're generic? You called yourself generic? He's generic. All right, 129.
Will Alpha Season 2 pass contain 1,000 sand? Over there from YouTube Merch asking. It may?
It may.
Is that a can't confirm?
That's a can't confirm.
Okay.
Here we go.
Give me that sand.
I found it on the next page, at page 130, Orion. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's have some fun here.
Alrighty, let's see it. Oh, getting cozy.
I like it. Backspace says, Joseph trying to control himself from leaking too much by playing a game. I see what you're doing there. That's right. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. Because, I'm pulling spreadsheets over here.
We don't want to pull everything out.
What kind of question? What kind of statement is that? Blink normally if it's true. Like, I'm a human, you know what I mean? I'm probably going to have to blink every once in a while, right? Okay, so right away, I've got a cool structure in the back, and a castle.
Some of us are human.
In front, that's true. That's true. I am not a human being. Traveler, thank the gods you've come. You must bring a message to the Empress and General Titus. The fate of the Empire depends on it.
Oh goodness, I love the amount of just solid backstory that some of our
I think it's essential.
Our game creators gives us here.
Yeah,
I mean, of course it's essential, but like some folks wouldn't even think twice about it without.
Yeah. This dude literally died the second he spoke to me. He would have been alive for like 365 years in a row if I never talked to him, but I talked to him, so he died.
Nah, you're looking too much into his purpose. He was alive and immediately was suffering the moment he came into existence. Don't worry. He was made to die. We're gonna look at the darker things, the darker side of this life that he has. Every time you load up this game, just make sure to give him some love, because that's his job.
That's right. That's right. Born just to die, like many of us.
I mean, if we're looking at it in a weird way,
I'm looking at it in an absolutely serious way.
I mean, I'm trying to look at it more
the castle's cool. I like the castle. It has this ominous.
Can you do me a favor? Can we go back out of the castle here again?
Sure.
There we go. That's what I wanted to see. I'm a little bit behind because I'm also looking at it from chat because I don't have all the deets yet, but I'm just appreciating the scale that we have here.
Yeah, like it's pretty massive. When your castle's big enough to cast a fog of war on the edges, you know you're doing something right.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're at the Imperial Palace.
Backs away slowly. Backs away
calmly. There's just
a
bunch of these dudes. There we go. Hey, it turns out the general's probably gonna send you down there. Like, I don't know what's in that forest, but
real soon.
You better watch out. It's looking sussy. If he sends you down there, don't go. All right, you're gonna end up in an infinite loop where you're slowly dying, waiting for an adventurer to talk to you. You don't want none of that. Trust.
Well, I mean, no, he looked different, right? The scout. No. The scout didn't look like one of these guys. No, the
scout is literally these exact dudes. Look.
Was he a carbon?
Guys.
He's a carbon copy.
Yeah. They're all carbon copies, dog. Except for this guy with the crown. They seem important.
Well, yeah, I just have so much I just have so much feeling towards the scout at the beginning now. I feel like he needs a name and commendation.
Oh, dude.
Poor guy.
Yeah, no, they're definitely a serial.
I'm getting worked up about this scout
AC
right now.
130, you know what I mean? That's it.
Right.
There's no admittance to the throne room at this time. All right, I'll just go hang out in the library, I guess. What's up, friend?
We got a
court mage. Oh, hey, do you need some help?
We got to deliver the message,
in fact. It's a sensitive matter to the Empire, and you are not yet proven to be trustworthy. No problem. I appreciate the fact that it seems like this world is going to develop. Things are unlocking, but they're not unlocking in a way where, like, I can't even talk to them. You know what I mean? Like, you've probably seen it on some of these streams where I'll go up to somebody that clearly has a quest later and they just don't do anything, and then later they do. I like the fact that this guy was like, hold up, now don't get ahead of yourself, kid.
I'm currently playing a game at the moment. Can I say which game it is? You know, I'm not sure where my rules are quite yet.
Turns out that video games are a thing we play, you know what I mean?
Right. So I'm over here playing Dying Light 2, if everybody's in the chat can get behind that. But there's constant areas that I'm going into that I want to unlock, that I want to go in and explore on my free time, that the game designers just didn't give you option to back away from, so you can get trapped in areas even. Huge game. So I can respect, you know, the amount of time it takes to do all that stuff. But when I go into a quest zone that's supposed to be locked off, and it breaks the game, that's never fun. Or you accidentally kill an NPC, that's always a great one too.
Yeah. Well,
Empress Cleo here, though. You're skipping dialogue. Joe, you're killing me.
It continues.
This is just like playing anything with you in real life. I mean, have you guys ever thought about this? That Joe over here is a streamer and plays his own games and does the same thing on his channel? Yeah. Calling you out right now.
I don't know what you mean, bro. Hey, so once again, this is it's all about the feedback. Right, and as we were in the last room, two things happened that I like that are really cool so far, right? Because there have been little things that I want to kind of like talk about at the end, but so far you've got, I walk in, I talk to the mage out of place. Mage says, go away, right? I'm walking up to the door and the text pops up over the head where the guy is appearing to talk to me and says, hey, nobody's allowed in here, right? or whatever, right?
Back it up,
And then I come back and I'm like, well, there's nowhere else to go. Talk to them again, and then they're like, oh, you actually have an urgent message. It's like it's a very real thing, because a guard would be like, who are you? Get out of here. Nobody, And then you go like,
you have no business here. Then we had to go learn about our mage friend that we never would have gone into otherwise.
Well, and then I come into the throne room here, and it's like, oh, hail the queen. And like, first of all, I can't kneel. I can't bow. Deal with it, queen. I bow for no one, But I'm talking to her, Empress or whatever.
I'd bow. Can we get the option to bow?
No, I mean, you do it out of respect, but also I literally can't. Right. So I bow for no one. How about that? So I'm talking to her, and she's like, who are you? Go away. But she's got something for me. And that's important. When you're designing a game, these NPCs that are in your world need to build the world. They need to actually be interactable, even if half of people never talk to the queen or whatever, because they assume that's the general up there, which I did. You have the opportunity for them to continue to build out that world. Like, she seems like she thinks she's important. You know what I mean? So you can come back to that later. All right, here's the note that I delivered the message.
Yeah, what's our message here? Dark news indeed.
Thank you.
Did we not read it?
No, I did not read the message. I have integrity, sir. It was a man's dying wish that I deliver this note. All right.
I'm gonna read it. I mean,
is the throne really big or the queen really small?
You judging me right now?
9A, 9A7A on YouTube. I think that the throne is just big because she looks to be 2 meters tall.
Right. The throne is just there for the detail. I mean, if I had a throne, I'm going to make it as comfy as possible. So you're going to have laying room.
Yeah.
Right.
Like if it's a throne, like let's make the throne like actually just the whole room, And I mean, while we're at it, give him a white jacket that like ties around the waist.
If I could I gotta lean it back, right?
You're crazy.
I don't even have arms on this chair, so I'm missing out.
Maxi Max says, yeah, I did that to my game. Didn't listen to the characters despite at the very beginning of the game. It clearly says to talk to everyone. Joe dashed through like he was playing Mario. It's true. I did that. I did that, Maxi Mac. I dashed through like I was playing Mario. But
because a lot of time though, you're testing mechanics, right?
No, not even. No. So to be clear, Conrad, the way that I play test is just do what I feel in the moment. I play it like I'm 5 because that's whatever. In this game, the thing that led me to this point was the clear and obvious bridge that led to this giant castle out in the distance. I almost went there to start. Like I turned around to start. You saw that, and it's like, why would Joe do that? It doesn't make any sense. But there was no quest marker in front of me. It was just a dying dude, and I was like, well, maybe I have some sympathy for this dying guy. Let's have a chat. And it led me naturally to this conclusion.
Yeah, he's dying. I guess I'll talk to him.
But to be fair, had I not spoken with him, then he would still be alive today. So I'm a bad
then you would
guy,
have just got kicked out of would have got kicked out of the castle, right?
Well, yeah, probably. They would have been like, what are you doing? You don't have a note. Get out of here. Go away. Anyway.
Anyways.
Potentially empire-shattering news. I need to discuss this matter with the Empress. You seem like a competent individual, though. The court mage needs help, and you may be just the person he's looking for. Excellent. Take a right out of the throne room, and you will find his study. Yes.
Real quick, over here at Twitch, Mr. Winning. So if I just bought an Alpha Pass to replace the one I sold, will I be happy? This question. I
got a message from my wife.
That is an excellent question. Usually, that is perfect science. Usually, we are happy whenever we invest more into the sandbox and all sorts of wonderful things that when it comes to our crypto universe, as we just continue to talk out of my butt while we.
I just want to I just want to ask this question. I just want to ask this question, Mr. Winning 24/7. I just want to ask this question.
So much. I want to.
Why did you sell your pass? I can't believe.
I mean, for real, why did you sell your pass?
But like, well, I'll tell you a story about realizing my mistakes in the Sandbox ecosystem. Okay.
Are you talking about like the fact that you were almost a millionaire and now you're not?
Yeah, but that's a millionaire. I mean, that's a much bigger mistake where you shouldn't have sold. Joe, what are you doing? Whatever. Let's forget that existed. That's a. Folks, if you don't know, I have in the past owned concurrent 32-ish lands. Now I own one.
Correct.
I sold them all at an average price of about $100 to $200 each. I also used to have 330,000 sand. And now I've got like 20k sand tokens, which is still a lot, but also it's not a lot. Now, Mr. Winnie 247 asked, will I be happy having my alpha pass back? Will you be happy? Find out next time.
I mean, Dragon Ball Z. It's one of the prettiest NFTs that I have.
It's true. It is nice.
I really like the animated ones. I'm not huge into NFTs in general, or the crypto universe. But you know, as I push forward and get some more to my collection, I don't want to sell any of them.
Beautiful Blanket says, Joe, can I ask you a question? Beautiful Blanket, you can ask your second question.
I can ask questions whenever. Never have to ask permission for it.
Did you get it?
There we go.
Man. But to elaborate once again, Mr. Winning, I have had a similar situation. I sold a bunch of the Wizzy assets, right? In the past.
Right.
I had sold the orange one. They got burned. And I can't get one now. I sold the gold one, had to rebuy it because I realized that I wanted to catch them all, like Pokemon.
Love it.
I didn't sell the blue one because OG, you know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? But, you know, okay. So let's see if I can get King of Crypto says, Joseph, Goku or Vegeta?
Broly. Honest to goodness, Raditz.
Okay.
You're kind of a Raditz at this stage. But you know, as we push forward, you know, we'll see if that evolves. But
Beautiful Blanket's question was
probably Goku.
Since the time you sold your land, do you cry yourself to sleep at night? Beautiful Blanket, I don't cry myself to sleep at night because I would have to wipe my tears with dollar bills. Things are going pretty good for Joe these days. I started with $700. I can't wait to see each and every one of you there.
Right. The thing about investments in general and NFTs that I've learned in my introduction to it over the past 2 years, because I've been a long-time lurker, ridiculously long-time lurker. You got to do your research, like get it over. But otherwise, just hold it. Yeah. You'll never be happy when you sell it, so just enjoy it.
That's true. I think one of the things that I learned too, in order to like push off that sense of like, oh man, I missed out on this or that or whatever,
right,
is to have a target thing that you want, need, whatever, that you can feel satisfied with. For some people, you know, that's a car because they've needed a reliable car for a while. For some people, it's paying off student debt if you have loans or something, right?
Yeah.
You know, my personal target is to purchase a home. You know, I live in an apartment or a flat, depending on what you might call it where you are. right now, and that's fine. It's been a great place. I've lived here for 10 years and the rent's real good. But, you know, can I build a house buying the land and pay it in cash? Probably. Yeah, soon. And then will I be satisfied with that? Yeah, because I'll have a house and I won't have to pay anybody rent. You know what I mean?
Right,
and to a certain extent, I could probably, after having done it, go back and go, man, if I just held on to that, I would have like $5 million now or whatever, right? But that's not a good mindset. It's not healthy for you to do that. So if you are a new investor and you're thinking about all the things you missed, you have to, sometimes you have to throw that out, right? You go like, you know, you buy an NFT and it becomes worth $10,000 next week and you sold it at 5,000. That's okay because you bought it for 500 or whatever you bought it for. And now you're in the money. You're fine. You did well. You know, it doesn't matter that it continued to do well without you. You did well. Hedge your bets. You'll do fine. Diversify your assets. Always hold some liquidity and you're going to have a good time. Yep. Jazzville24 says time for a giveaway. Whew.
I mean,
yeah, maybe.
We're an hour in here. We might have time.
I can do that. Give me a second to pull up a form, and I will get that form in the chat here. 1 sec. Make a copy. Here we go.
And I'm not quite the Beast Titan. I do appreciate that. I'm not hairy enough to qualify. I got the beard, that's about it. But how's it going over there on YouTube? Open the box. I'm Conrad. It's nice to meet you. Or Rad Condad if you see me in the chat. I'm just an audience member. I'm like one of you guys. I might be an ambassador real soon. We'll see.
That's right. We'll see. Working on the paperwork for that right now. Because Rad Condad is a specialized, experienced moderator. And unfortunately, we've had a couple of incidents in the last couple of weeks that required one. So we're bringing Conrad in because he's a nice guy. He knows how to, he knows how to keep things interesting, keep things entertaining. And, he can help make sure that I don't miss anything in the chat while I'm building out a form like this.
Oh, yeah. We just get to go back and forth at the very least, right? That's always fun.
All right.
I would love to know where Lucas is. But unfortunately, I don't keep track of him very well.
Well, so Lucas is, I can tell you actually, Lucas lives about an hour in the future from me, which is to say that he's eastward 1 hour. And when I talked to Lucas about possibly coming in and helping the same way that, he helps with Alex's streams, Lucas said to me, yeah, I could maybe move some stuff around in my schedule. I usually hang out with the family and eat dinner at that time, but maybe we can move that around. And I was like, hold up. You want me to tell you to stop hanging out with your family and stop eating so that you can be on this live stream? It's okay. We got it.
That's not fair.
We'll find it. Exactly. It's not fair to him to consistently be like, I want you to put your life away for this, and it's okay. Conrad's in the same time zone I am, understands the assignment, you know what I mean? But importantly,
we're gonna keep working with the sandbox and getting things forward. But yes, I do have some experience with some other wonderful partner streamers and some things like that going on in the world. So we're gonna make sure that the sandbox has some professionalism when it comes to their chatters.
Yes.
We're gonna get everybody roped in, and by that I mean let's just have a good time, folks.
So speaking of having a good time, Conrad, what
do you got for me?
At local time minute 8 in the chat right here on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook, just about 1 minute ago, I pasted a link to a Google form. Fill that out if you'd like to be if you're interested in winning a Wizzy themed NFT that looks similar to the wizard hat that I have on here. Because who's the real mage? You know what I mean? Me or that
even
guy?
Though that I'm on the screen, I can still win this. Don't judge me, friends. Don't judge me, friends.
Yeah, I guess you can, but
don't. I mean, if you pull it, then it's nepotism.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Let's see it.
People are going to think that I pulled it on purpose. You're not eligible. I'm canceling your eligibility right now, Condad.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Let's find out. If you pull it, then we gotta give away 2.
If it rolls you, I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm gonna roll it again. I'm gonna roll it again, and I'll make it up to you by sending you some ETH or something, and you can go buy one. I don't know, just because I like you. No way. But
how about this? I'll find my own. And then just as I suggested, if it pulls up on me, then we just give away 2.
Meta Monster says, when is public release?
No.
Meta Monster, you can play.
Oh, chat, he's killing us.
I'm sorry, I missed something.
You don't want to give away 2 of them?
I'm not going to do that today. There's a limited quantity of these hats, my friend. When they run out, they're gone for good.
But if it's coming out to me, then like I'm not. I just got disqualified. So
I don't
make it special for the folks.
I can't believe it's not going to. You're not getting.
He's
not getting one, chat.
What?
He's not getting one. Tell him he's not getting one, chat.
I don't even want it. I don't even want it.
When
now.
is public release? Meta Monster asks. When is public release? You'll be able to play in the upcoming Alpha Season 2 soon, right. TM. But I can't give the full details on when the release.
We have no idea.
I can say that our chief operating officer in an interview recently said March. But the full details of the release will be announced in about a week over in our medium.com. Okay. Yeah. Maybe a little longer, but I think it's about a week away from what I've seen on the schedule.
All right, that's exciting.
Beautiful Blanket says, hey, chat, if nobody else fills out the form, I think I've got a real shot to win this. Please give your support. Thanks.
Beautiful Blanket's got my support now.
Yeah, I'm going to choose not to enter in the contest. Just for you, Beautiful Blanket. I won't fill out the form.
Do you know what? I already entered for Beautiful Blanket.
Wow.
Don't worry.
Wow.
I'm doing my part, chat.
Now, if Rad Condad actually gets rolled on this form, if he really filled it out, I'm going to give it to Beautiful Blanket. I'm going to do that because he just committed to it live. You guys have proof.
I've filled out so many of these forms,
It's 7:12 p.m. my local time.
The longest lurker.
You have proof.
And this is ridiculous. Let's find out. But over here on the chat, you can look at my hat, Conrad. It says, oh man, I cannot pronounce that name. Panodate? I'm not even going to attempt any further, but I want to look at that hat. I want to see everybody's in-game avatar. Let's have a giant meetup here on Season 2 when we get to it. And don't worry, Mr. Winnings, I can't be fired yet.
He's not even working here, folks.
Not even working.
All right, I'm going to close down the form.
I'm just here.
I'm going to close down the form. I closed down the form because the number of responses met the number of people that were in the chat.
Really?
193 responses.
We're just going with Nate? Okay. If you're happy with Nate, I'm happy with that as well. Appreciate it.
All right. So of those 193 responses, I'm going to pull up my random number generator. I'm going to click that generate button, and it generated number 147. And user number 147.
What do we got?
User number 147 over on twitch.tv. This is going to be a tough one for me to pronounce. I'm going to slaughter it. You're going to love it.
Okay.
Yavini Melnichuk. Melnichuk. There we go. Yavini Melnichuk.
Yavini? Where's that starting with?
Yavini, maybe, if I was to over-enunciate it. I'm pasting it in the chat, folks. I have no idea how to pronounce this.
Congratulations, Yavini.
Yavini Melnichuk.
Hell yeah.
You're a winner of the Wizzy Hat NFT.
GG.
That hat can be used inside any combat-based experience inside the Sandbox Game Maker gallery or in the Metaverse when the Metaverse opens up for Alpha Season 2 in days. I put a blank there for a number of days. You like that? Did you like that? In days, censored.
Days.
Censored.
Days.
Yes.
Right.
But that hat will have some statistical benefits to you as well. So if you're wearing it while you're in combat, the game might be a little bit easier for you, which is interesting. As a game dev, if you're thinking about that idea, if you're thinking about, hey, how do I make it so that people can't use wearables inside my experience in the Sandbox.game, you can replace the default avatar with any character that you create that's not compatible with those NFTs, that doesn't have the mounting points built into the model, so that they wouldn't be able to use outside sources. One example being, maybe you make a game about tanks. You've replaced them with a tank. Tanks can't wear hats. Problem solved, right?
Prove it.
So you may be considering those sorts of things. If this is your first time watching this live stream, I will leave a note that we want to play your games. So far, this has been, I think, gather new eyes for the court.
Is this the record for the least amount of actual game content that you've had on a live stream?
Yes, I think so. Since I started the GMAE show, typically I play 2 to 3 games, and this time it's all chat all day. Comedy Tragedy says, dude, I totally put a hat on my tank. You right.
World of Hats.
You right.
Boom.
You right.
I love it.
Let's not pretend like there hasn't been a Santa cap placed on the top of an M1 Abrams tank, and all of those, folks in the military would be like, when they did it. You already know it happened. Legendary, you say? I'll find it. All right. I gotta find Lucifer's arm.
Oh, goodness. I missed something.
Search the cursed mountain for the legendary weapon.
Oh, we're jumping straight to an arm?
Wait, return to the general? Does that happen after or before?
Wait.
Okay, so
the queue pops after, right?
Scheduled.
So
okay, I'm gonna return to just in time. What do you need from me? Immediate action is required. Empress Cleo would like to speak with you directly. Very well. Hi, she's there. Like, just let her talk. You know what I mean? Empress Cleo.
Yeah.
Traveler, the general and I were talking about you. There's a certain aura. Why does she have such a deep tone? Why did I get more intense? Empress Cleo.
So Orion over here in the chat says it's for side quests.
Oh, it's a side quest.
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
A lot of sense.
I mean, I don't really have an issue with it inherently, right? It just makes.
I was trying to figure out our order of operations on our quest there as we got things show up all at once.
I see something. Sometimes I'm flicking through these texts and I notice this. I would remind you that in almost all of the streams, I have to say this, and so it's totally normal. It happens all the time. Okay. When you're typing out the story, or there's a lot of text going on, put it into Microsoft Word or Google Doc so that it underlines when you have a typo first. Then bring it back into the Game Maker with intent to make sure that it's right. Because I'm seeing strength is done wrong. Why is my cat just a savage right now? 1 second. I gotta let him free.
Father, I must return, Father. As his cat is getting free here, we get a chair stream. I believe Joe is just being
right here on Twitch.tv, Facebook, DLive, Theta,
he's just being critical and
/the Sandbox Game.
And Orion, don't worry about that. Everybody makes mistakes. There's no trouble there.
It's true. It's not. It's certainly not a thing that
It looks like.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like that particular paragraph just got skipped. Everything else seems to be so far pretty good.
Yeah, and that's the thing is there's always gonna that's the point of a QA test, right? Like when you are a game dev in any degree, right? You always send it out. So I'd spent some time back in the day, before Halo 2 was launched. I was a quality assurance tester. I would drive up to the Microsoft HQ, test the game. They would give me some moderate little award for that, whether that be a copy of Windows or something like that. But you have to write those things down. Yeah. So you have to take down dude. What's going on with this guy right now? What's going on?
He's having a great time.
He's vibing right now. So
that's Pete for everybody in the chat. That's Pete the cat.
Like the DJ EJ says, let your cat play, dude. He's out. He's freaking out. That's what's happening. Like, this guy needs to go get a girlfriend, I think. I'm trying to figure this guy out right now.
No, he's trying to get a season 2 Alpha Pass. That's what he's trying to do.
This is a wild stream.
Oh man, yeah. DJ EJ over here. He's hyped for season 2 over on Twitch. here on YouTube. Oh man, 9A, 7A. Every girl's crazy about a sharp breast tank.
It's cat stream time, folks.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Folks, it's cat.
I want to write that song.
It's cat stream time.
We got cat stream.
This guy's going nuts. He's going crazy, dog.
All right.
He's going wild.
Where's Pete?
He's going nuts. I got this. Just to get him to chill the heck out so we can get to the point of this. Anyway, so your quality assurance test with the intent of finding the little things, right?
Right.
Like if I'd say, like, in terms of just purely objective feelings right now, I look at this far away. It looks kind of plain as a castle. As I get closer and I start to get this nice, like, inverted pyramid sort of that's cool. And that looks
reveal,
cool.
That was special for me. I like that a lot.
Right. So here it's monolithic and it's, a little doom and gloom, but I'd like to see possibly not just using the blocks as the structure, but using some additional assets to spice up the edges of it. If it's a keep, typically it has, some kind of keep features. If it's a single monolithic Borg structure, then that's a different thing. So it's
I like this minimalistic view that we got here that gets this reveal, right? I would like instead of the castle being brought up or this pyramid, this like spire that we got, I'd like the bridge going up it to be fancified rather than.
Well, that's fair. That's fair too, because that would mean like if you're talking about just being aesthetic, like usability. Right. Usability is interesting because it's not important at all, but also let's assume that this castle has some soldiers that are not the smartest soldiers, and they got into a fight on the bridge, and one of them, let me see if I can, I got to make sure I can get back up before I jump off into the water. Looks like I can. But they get into a fight here, somebody gets punched off.
Actually, can you jump
the water
off
hurts.
The water?
Oh no, the water hurts.
Yeah. I was really curious of whether or not we were going to be able to have an easy way up, because I wanted this to have a death for you. So it's so troublesome.
But so
run all the way back up.
So I'm looking at like these. I guess this is fine as like a nice spiral staircase, but maybe some accent railing to go up, or like some torches off the sides. You have a couple.
You know what? We're just looking at an unfinished product here. We're just seeing an unfinished bridge. I liked, if you go back down on that little spiral staircase, we can see the design that they did there. We're going to end up seeing more of that in the near future when they continue working on this game. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing, right? Like these little flames that are coming up, those are nice. I like that. As it continues around, I think continuing to see those gives it that accent, right? And it's the same thing with, maybe that's the railing that I'm talking about off the sides here. Maybe you get another like torch or something, or little posts that come up with more of those candles or whatever, lighting them to bring a sense of and it's not, that's not the right answer, right? You know what the right answer would be, but it's just when I'm just talking about little kind of nitpicky things. If this is an empress, she has an empire. If she has an empire, it could be that this like obsidian brick sort of situation is that's where the money is. I don't know, but it looks really cool coming up to it. And I'm just talking about things that take it to 11, right? Because that's when most of these little things, when you talk about that one time that the word strength isn't on there, like that's such a small thing compared to the great things that we talked about at the top, where you can already interact with everybody. Despite there being a future quest, there was a conversation piece that you could have. So there's lots of good things that are happening.
Like the water having an exit.
Yes, the water has an exit. Can I get to it? No. Does that matter? No, because this shoreline exists for the water. Like, I like the fact that there is this sort of shoreline situation. So if there was a wave.
Comedy tragedy over here with the credit for that joke.
So yeah, the water has an exit. There we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
the exit is death. Just like this gentleman right here, his exit.
Yeah.
Just like
Oh,
all
man,
of us.
I forgot about him. Oh, I was having a great time. And now we full circled. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, now I'm sad again.
We're full circle.
They didn't even clean up his body.
These are like Yeti gorillas. All right. All right.
Okay.
Oh, wait. All right. Oh, they are going to try to hurt me.
We're
okay. All right.
We're defenseless. Run.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. I got
You
my
fool.
fists, sir. Excuse me. Tell me I'm defenseless again. Tell me I'm defenseless again. All right. Tell me I'm defenseless one more time.
I did not expect you to deal that much damage.
My single right hand is stronger than an entire gorilla. All right.
The stun on the powered up punch.
Yeah.
Is so OP. So OP.
Maybe. Possibly. we may understand that. Okay, so what's going on here? What's going on here? We got a little something. The cursed weapon for
we're looking for our legendary weapon, right?
Right. But I'm just seeing that's cool. I don't know what that is, but that's cool, and I want to know more.
I want you to go ahead and read that top quest that we got there from Empress Cleo. That might help us out with our Yeti problem.
Locate the armory and take what you need. Listen, friend.
Yeah, there we go.
I got what I need.
Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. We're just gonna pull out.
I got that Alpha Sword. Season 1. I got that Alpha Sword. Oh,
you gotta put in the little Season 1.
Yeah.
Little asterisk. There we go.
Yeah.
Why are you so strong, Joe? Why are you so strong?
Why am I? Why? For real gamers only. Okay. Am I supposed to be able to climb it like this? I don't know. Maybe that's part of the challenge. Just climb the mountain from the outside, even though there's probably clearly like a cave/door that I need to go in.
No, it looks like that was the direction we want to go, right?
All right.
We're gonna climb this guy?
I have no idea.
Because we're looking for that sword. So being up the top here.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Here we go. We're getting true gamers only.
Oh. True gamers.
Made it to the top of the mountain. There's no reason to be here. What's up, dog? Search the cursed mountain for the legendary weapon. Bro. Oh, it's so much whiteness. That's not a problem. That's just I have a large screen. Okay. I'm gonna try to cheat. No secrets. No
getting blinded here by our snow.
Blinded by the light. I'm an idiot.
That's right. I mean,
what
a fool maybe, but not an idiot.
Hey, what's up, friend? Excuse.
Oh, no way! Another.
Oh. Well.
Oh, what just happened? Was it in the crate?
It was in the crates. Yeah, I just smacked the crates.
Oh.
Like, what's up?
All right, so that guy had it. I appreciate it being well hidden there. I did not expect it to
I liked that it was in the crates because it was really like, you kind of don't assume that would have been the case necessarily, but I was like, this guy's dead for a reason probably.
If I had some backup lore to why the weapon was in a crate there,
yes,
that'd be wonderful. But I would never know, nor would you, chat, with how quickly Joseph had gone through the story that we were going to experience.
That's
maybe
true.
Games should have non-skippable cutscenes. It's weird. it's weird. Do we have those? What's our feeling, chat, on non-skippable cutscenes?
How does the chat feel?
I'm so torn about them. Experiencing one today, even. I still wanted to.
Cutscenes all day today when I was playing that. What's the name? Lost Ark or something?
Yeah, we were doing that beta. Or that early.
It's out tomorrow.
Or whatever.
It's out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's all
right. Corpus says that doesn't work for speedrunners. That's what I see. That's the thing about
that doesn't.
The thing about this stream in particular is that I'm trying to, in the scope of an hour, complete your game. while also being able to answer the chat and do all the stuff that
you know I have to make sure that you get all of the chat's love.
Okay. All right, locate the armory. Where's the armory, dog? Let me in, dog.
Oh man,
I get what I need. Oh, gear, dude. Are you kidding me? I could have been geared out for this. I'm taking everything. You guys don't get to have stuff anymore. That's how I feel. Oh, yes. Gear me out. Are there legs? Where are all the legs at?
Oh, arms. Man.
There are no legs. I don't get legs. All right. Look at this. I'm decked out. Can I get a nap?
I mean,
too?
your pants are probably better though.
My pants don't even exist, dog. They're just metaverse.
Right.
They're just metaverse. That's
well, now that you blend in.
Wait, what do you mean? It didn't. It says locate the armory and take what you need, but like.
Maybe we gotta.
That's what
talk to the Empress again.
Yeah, Empress Cleo.
Okay. There we go.
Return to the Empress when ready. She's gonna say, "Hey, go underground and go to that thing with all the moving parts that looked really cool, and use this on it."
Right.
Okay, now please speak with Commander Zen right outside the palace. He has a mission for you. Excellent. Commander Zen is gonna say, "Hey, remember that thing you just saw? Remember that? Go check it out." Is this
Brian
Commander
Ross?
Zen?
Unfortunately, I am Conrad, not Lucas today. But Edgar from Electric Dreams, I'm not sure. But isn't that a movie? That's an old movie. If I remember right.
Oh wait,
that's
what?
Gonna bug me for a second. I haven't seen that.
That broke it.
That in a long time.
That broke it.
Wait, did we break it? Wait,
I think I broke it. I'm sorry, I broke it.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna go try to talk to the Empress again and see if I did it.
How did you?
Okay.
I looked away for 2 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, so I walked up to Commander Zen, right? And Commander Zen offered me a quest. Kind of. It said, "Are you ready for the quest?" And I was gonna say, yeah. But then I wanted to answer to see if more lore was there. So I went, "What quest again?" The Empress wasn't very clear. And then it just kind of died.
Oh, so the actual response itself.
Yeah, like the next box didn't come up. And with that in mind, Meta Jesus, good night, Meta Jesus. Good night.
Good night, Meta Jesus.
I see you in the chat saying good night, everyone.
What a great name.
I'll see you in the next. But yeah, so basically what had happened is there was no new text pop.
Our legs didn't get approved, by the way.
Oh, legs didn't get approved?
So we were almost there.
Dang. I'm sorry
but
about that.
But what happened with our text box there on the animation? Did the block just not appear? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so basically
it was broken on the chain?
It was meant to do the next part of the text group. And instead of that, when I said, "What quest again?" it just didn't do it. I think if I would have said yes, it would have been like, "Okay, well, here's your mission and go do the mission. Have a nice mission," you know? And then the course of action, of course, seems to be that we take that bauble, the key thing, wardstone, to the area where the other wardstones were, and probably collect more and or do whatever. But nonetheless, there was a prompt for the second option. But in terms of what, like, I don't know if you can hear me spamming my E key, but you can't talk to him again after. So that tried to do it and it didn't work. And I think that's going to stop it here. Like, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to go try to take the wardstone to the place, but I don't think that's going to be activated because the activation, if I'm guessing based on the way you've built the quest so far, the activations won't come, you know. Okay, the wardstone was behind the Yetis. I had the gear.
Is this the artifact weapon that you're using here?
No, this is just the like general gear that Empress.
The extra armory that we got.
Okay,
there.
So there's a whole bunch of them here. I feel like it should go here, that this is going to be the next thing, but it's the thing isn't there, right? You done broke it, Joe. Orion Corpus says you're right, and that's okay. That's what we're all about, right? That's what we're all about, is breaking your games here on this live stream so that you can see. There we go. Okay. There was supposed to be a ton more spawns after talking to Zen. That's okay, Orion. I'd say go have a look at it. Make a change, whatever that little tweak ought to be. If for some reason it just works for you and didn't work for me, then that's what quality assurance tests are all about. And we're going to do those each and every day here. So when you do make that change, I'll come back and play this again. So just let me know when you do make the change. You could message me on Twitter, or you could put it back in this chat. If tomorrow we don't have other suggested games that could be played, we could play this tomorrow. And just see if we can.
I would love to get a run back on this one.
Yeah, I think it'd be good to. Basically, what I would do if I run this back again is I'll speed run the parts up to the point when I was talking to the Empress, because I blazed through that text and I didn't actually read it.
I mean, maybe not speed run it this time.
But that's what I'm saying, is just the parts that we've already seen here on this show today, and then next time I'll play those with that section of text with more intent. Right. The part where I spoke with the mage, I kind of like ran through that quickly too, because we're just running out of time on today's show. But yes, it's okay. Kingdom of Sakar, King of Crypto. Is Kingdom of Sakar a game that was made? I recognize Sakar as something else, but nonetheless, yes,
it is. It's their game, yeah.
We'll okay, yeah, King of Crypto. So if you want to link that, I can do that one as well. Let's assume that this issue isn't fixed in a day. So we'll queue it up for tomorrow, King of Crypto. If you're here early on in the show, you can just tell me as we're going through the intro and that sort of thing, what page it's on, and I'll jump right into it tomorrow.
And of course, tomorrow or any other day, we'll try and get through more than one game with me on the show, but no promises, as I'll have all of your feelings, chat.
We're not going to have
all
that
of
many
your banter.
The thing is, we have some good things that happened today, right? We talked a lot about the upcoming features. We talked about the fact that there's a Mac build that will release for the game client.
I'm excited for all three of those people.
For all three Mac users out there watching live over on YouTube, Twitch.tv, Facebook, DLive, Theta, and Twitter.com/TheSandboxGame. We appreciate you.
Oh, you know we jest, but realistically, for everybody that's doing the hard work to make that possible, we truly appreciate that. And I'm excited that it's going to be on. It's going to be available everywhere. That's what I like about the Sandbox, is that it's only going forward. That's why I want to be more part of it. So, how's it going, Chad? I'm here.
All right, chat. So, as is tradition, as we're wrapping up here, if you are currently streaming the Sandbox on Twitch.tv, I'm looking for somebody to jump into.
We had somebody.
I was going to click on the Sandbox, but it looks like I'm currently broadcasting broadcasting to podcasts. Is Rufu on right now?
Same with Rock 08. King of Crypto. Yeah, we were talk show and podcast today.
We're on talk show and podcast. I mean, that's pretty appropriate. That's
kind of what we got. Like some Linux going. Same. Kind of make it work already, but.
All right, so far, historically speaking, I think I've rated Rock twice. I rated Game Dizzy once and Rufu once. So I'll probably do Ru today. And I try to just keep a little mental track of that. But if, we may go to Rock starting tomorrow if Rock is the one, if Rock is the live. So for right now, we're going to go ahead and raid over here at Rufu. Raid Rufu. We're getting that queued up over on Twitch.tv. But to
everybody else,
beat, let's get some
thank
vibes.
You so
Conrad.
much.
If you're not vibing, if you're not dancing right now, Conrad, I don't know what's wrong with you, dog. Are you even human?
Are we gonna have to
break it down? You're gonna break it down, Conrad. You're gonna break it down. You gotta have some fun.
Oh, it's too easy. Look at those shoulders. Look at Joe. Look at Joe go.
I can't hear you anymore.
Good.
I'm vibing,
too good.
I'm vibing, dude. All right, see you later, Twitch.tv.
We'll get you next time.
They rated. Okay, YouTube. Okay, gamers. We're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow. More great These Sandbox content. Probably not going to leak any more special stuff over the next couple of days. We're just going to let it play out. But I might get antsy. You never know. We like to have fun here. I'll see you guys. Same time tomorrow.
Same time.